The 2016/17 high school basketball season is a wrap, and you are checking out the final top 25 rankings presented by the Army National Guard. And in his first season as head coach, Brandon Roy led Nathan Hell to a perfect 29-0 record and #1 spot in the final top 25. It was a big-time season for the boys from the 206 up in Seattle. They had one of the best turnaround years of all time. They won 3 games last season and had a 26-game turnaround in 2016/17. They won the highly competitive Les Schwab Invitational, beating SoCal Power Sierra Canyon in the final. They were the Metro League regular season and tournament champs, breezed through the state playoffs, winning the 3A championship, and ended the year with 11 wins over the top 150 teams nationally, including 4 against Seattle Power and Brandon Roy's alma mater, Garfield, with the final one coming in the state championship. Now, when talking about Nathan Hell, you got to talk about my guy, Michael Porter Jr., the #1 player in the 2017 class. The recent Mizzou commit put up big-time numbers during his senior season, averaging nearly 40 points and 15 rebounds. His younger brother, Jonte, had a monster campaign too. The 6'10" big man showed why he is one of the most versatile players in the country, knocking down threes and finishing with authority at the rim. And former Garfield star, when he was a freshman, P.J. Fuller, helped form one of the best trios in the country with the Porter brothers, as he made some big-time buckets during his sophomore season. Now, let's check out the final top 25 rankings presented by the Army National Guard. Most of these teams were already done playing last week, so there really wasn't a ton of movement. Greensboro Day and Shadow Mountain balled in the Dix National Tournament, and the North Carolina boys jumped up 3 spots from 9 to 6 after beating the previous top-ranked team in the independent top 10 rankings presented by the Army National Guard, IMG Academy. They lost in the semifinals, though, to Florida Power Montverde Academy. And Mike Bibby's Shadow Mountain team stays at 14 after losing to previously mentioned Montverde Academy in the opening round of the Dix National Tournament. But hey, don't be surprised if the #2 team in the final top 25 rankings presented by the Army National Guard, Memphis East, starts the season as the #1 team in our preseason rankings. Penny Hardaway has most of his key players returning next year, while Nathan Hell is losing some big-time pieces. But we got a long way to go before we get to that point. And a big-time shout-out goes out to Brandon Roy and Nathan Hell for finishing the season as the top dog in high school hoops.